hard was it for the U.S. government to learn to talk on equal terms? From July 25 to 26, State Councilor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi and Vice Foreign Minister Stefan held talks with U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman in Tianjin. This is the second important face-to-face communication between China and the United States after the Anchorage dialogue. It is also the top priority of the recent U.S. high-level visit to Asia. However, similar to the last meeting in Anchorage, the U.S. remains condescending and trying to get its hands on China's internal affairs. The meeting was proposed by the U.S. government, but before the State Department officially announced it, the U.S. has repeatedly said it had cancelled or suspended the visit because it was not reciting reciprocal treatment. According to U.S. media reports, the U.S. wants Sherman to meet with Liu Chen, a senior Chinese vice foreign minister, while the Chinese side has arranged for Stefan, who is traditionally in charge of Sino-U.S. relations, to lead the talks. At one point in mid-July, Sherman said he would call off the talks because they could not be reached. But the plan was only finalized when Foreign Minister Wang Yi agreed to meet him after the meeting. Before the visit, the U.S. media wrote that Sherman's visit was intended to show China what responsible and healthy competition is, with a familiar smear of arrogance lingering in his words. Sherman said the United States does not seek conflict during his trip, but he routinely criticized China for interfering in its internal affairs, from Xinjiang to Hong Kong. The Chinese government responded bluntly with 2 lists and 3 bottom lines. However, in the face of China's modest statements, both the U.S. government and the U.S. media have unanimously begun to sidestep the issue. In an interview with the U.S. media after the talks, Sherman avoided mentioning China's clear request. The spokesperson of the U.S. State Department was vague about this, and the U.S. media even tried to play down China's 2 lists. The Americans seem, as they did in Anchorage, to be at a loss that China won't let the U.S. fiddle with the status quo. From the condescending request for the visit to the indecision after the visit, the transformation of the U.S. government and the media before and after the interview reveals only their tottering arrogance. How hard will it be for the U.S. government, upset with the China threat, to learn to talk to an imaginary adversary as an equal?